excursions to bookstores over the past month or so. So I'm going to do a book haul for you guys. I'm going to start off with books that I bought. I'm very poor though, like seriously poor. I go to college. Poor. So I only bought 4 books, but I do have a pretty big haul for you guys from like borrowing books and library stuff. So let's get into that. First we have Graceling. I talked about this in my wrap-up video. I read this in November. I got it from the library, but then I liked it and I found it really, really cheap, so I bought it. This is about a girl named Katsa, and she has a grace for killing people. So she has a superpower that allows her to kill people really easily. And she meets this guy named Poe who has a grace for combat, and they go off on an adventure together. It's really fun. I also bought the sequel called Fire. It's a companion novel. It's about a girl named Fire who, as it says on the back, whose startling appearance is impossibly irresistible, and she can control people's minds, except for Prince Briggan. I haven't started it yet, so I don't actually know what happens, but I heard it's really good, and it takes place in the same world as Graceling, but I guess it doesn't actually have any of the same characters. The 3rd book just came out recently, Bitter Blue, and I'm excited to read that one too when I finish this. And then we have Between Shades of Grey, which I've heard a lot about. It's a historical fiction novel set in Lithuania in 1941. It's about a girl named Lena, and she and her family are taken into custody from the Soviet secret police, and she's sent to somewhere. She writes letters to her father in picture form, and she tries to include hints about where they are and what's going on in the drawings. Then we have Daughters of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. I have no idea what this book is about. I've read the back about 1,000 times, and I still don't know what it's about, so let me just read it to you, and so you can share in my sadness. She had been innocent once, a little girl playing with feathers on the floor of the Devil's Lair. She wasn't innocent now. Around the world, black handprints are appearing on doorways, scorched there by winged strangers who have crept through a slit in the sky. In a dark and dusty shop, a devil's supply of human teeth grows dangerously low. And in the tangled lanes of Prague, a young art student is about to be caught up in a brutal, otherworldly war. See, I have no idea what this book is about. No idea. So I guess that means I'm going to have to read it. Who does that? Okay, so from my library haul, first book I have here is The Host by Stephenie Meyer. I actually got this from my neighbor, so not actually the library, but it's close enough. This is not Twilight. It's about aliens, I guess. I saw a preview for the movie and it actually looked good, so I thought I'd read the book, see if it strikes. That was a noise. See if I like it better than Twilight. Wasn't a Twilight fan, so we'll see how I like The Host. Bossy Pants by Tina Fey. It's the only nonfiction book that I have in this pile of anything, actually. I don't have any nonfiction books, really. But I love Tina Fey, so I went for it. If I Stay by Gail Forman, which is about a love story, I guess. It's about a girl who has to choose between the boy she loves and music. So I've heard really good things about this book. I'm excited. I hope it holds up to everybody's praise. Looking for Alaska by John Green. I've heard really good things about this too. I read Fault in Our Stars and I loved it, so I'm really excited to read more John Green. This one's about a guy named Miles who meets a girl named Alaska, and I guess they have an adventure. And he's obsessed with famous last words, which I think is really cool. So I'm excited. And I got Anna and the French Kiss. I've heard amazing things about this book. I'm appalled by the title and the cover. I will not carry this book around anywhere. I will probably read it by myself in my house. I would be made fun of for reading this anywhere. I don't even know. But I've heard really good things about it. I would not have picked this up usually. So I am excited to read it. I'm hoping that it lives up to my expectations. I got Dust and Decay, which is the sequel to Rot and Ruin by Jonathan Mayberry. Rot and Ruin is probably my favorite book that I read in 2012. So I'm really excited for the sequel. I do not remember what happened in the first book though, so I may have to reread it, which means you may be getting a review of that as well. Demon Glass by Rachel Hawkins, which is the sequel to Hex Hall. I did a review of it earlier. We'll put the link on the cupcake right here. You click here for the review of Hex Hall. So this is Demon Glass. It takes place directly after Hex Hall. They go to London and have adventures. I'm really excited about this book. If you haven't read Hex Hall, go do that now. It'll make your life better. Ashfall, which is a book about what happens when the super volcano of Yellowstone explodes. So It's about the geyser and the volcano, and the whole world is covered in ash. So it's about a guy who has to go find his family after this giant tragedy. The Name of the Star, which is about Rippermania, which is Jack the Ripper obsession. It takes place during 1800s when Rippermania is a thing, and it's about a girl who thinks that she saw Jack the Ripper and why she saw him and nobody else did. So I think it's going to have some supernatural elements. I'm excited. Cinder is about an android Cinderella. So it's a retelling of Cinderella with androids. It looks really awesome. And I got Blood Red Road by Moira Young. This book is about a dustlands, I guess. It's about a wasteland. And the main character goes out to have an adventure in it. She's never been out there before, so I think it's going to be kind of a coming of age sort of adventure story. I'm excited for that too. So those are all the books that I've gotten over the past month or so. I'm really excited to read them. I will probably do some reviews for them. If there's anything you want to hear more about, let me know and I'll start reading it sooner so I can get a review out. If you've read any of these books and you want to tell me if you like them, I would love to hear from you guys. If you read them and you hated them, I would definitely also like to hear from you guys. Save myself the trouble. So write your comments down in the comments section, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.